Hello, good morning. Here a new video from Renee from Spain, and in this video I like to show some bands that I think are a little bit underrated. I think these bands deserve some more attention. One of these bands I'm going to show doesn't even exist anymore, but maybe you could check out what they did, the records they made. Okay, it's going to be a quick video, not too long. Let's start with a Spanish band, and that Spanish band is Obscure, and this is actually a compilation with their demos, Obscure, and this came out on Extreme Music, the label of Dave Rotten from Avulset, this Spanish Madrileño, this sello from Madrid. You can get it there too, Extreme Music, you can get it there. On their website. And here we have their 1989 Disgusting Reality demo. Then we have the most famous demo from 1990, Curse the Curse. I mean, that's amazing, the demo. I saw them live back then, I think in 1990 I saw this band. They came, twice I think they came here near my area, and I saw them, and they were amazing. I mean, I love the vocal effects, the singer had, this echo in it, and especially live, it was like really brutal and really cool. And also we have the 1992, the Non Existendi Cultus demo. Just check the song Army of Shadows by Obscure. That's maybe their most famous song, If you like other death metal bands from Spain, like Unbounded Terror, for example, or Aposento, but maybe more like Unbounded Terror. I love that band too. It was actually the first death metal band of Spain that released a record on vinyl. Unbounded Terror, very good. Or Necrophagia, it's also a very good band. But check Obscure. They're active again nowadays. And they have some records out too. But this is, for me, really impressive, these demos. Obscure. Okay, then we go on with a heavy metal band that in Europe is quite famous, at least the metal clubs. You have a lot of metal clubs in Europe. You have, like, for example, Heavy Metal Espectros. You have the Pounding Metal Union, Metal Kova. Then you have the Headbangers from Germany. That can also, where Desaster members are part of, and a lot of Witch Burner, I think, also part of that one. I don't know exactly the name of that. I know the name because it's always have been a lot on the records, but that club, it's quite a famous club. But anyway, this band is also part of that club, and we call Metal Inquisitor. I bought this actually from the band back in 1999 when this was released, and this was the first release they ever did. They did a demo, but like straight away they made this 7-inch single. And it was limited to only 500 copies. But these bands have been releasing records, since 1999. They're still going strong. Great live band too. I saw them a couple of times live. And back in the early days, they had Witch Hammer, the drummer in the band. That's Tormentor, the same guy. He has been in Decades, he has been in Desaster, of course. I think nowadays he's in Asphyx, Also he was in Sodom just very recently, but I just checked it and he's gone from Sodom. I'm really surprised about that, because he just became a member of the band. I don't know if Metal Archive is right about that, so I don't know what happens there. Also, he was for a while playing with Metal Lucifer and some more bands. I mean, this guy is like amazing, this Witch Hammer. But everybody knows him more under the name of Tormentor. Once I saw Desaster live, and then I just made a photo of my collection, of my Desaster collection, because I have a lot of Desaster stuff. One of my favorite bands from Germany. And I showed the picture because a guy said to him, "Hey, look at the picture of this guy." That's why, okay, I showed the picture to him. It was not even planned. I just made a photo for Facebook, because I was going to see them live, and I thought, okay, I will put a photo of my collection. And then this guy, this Tormentor, I showed the photo, And he was like so impressed with my collection that he gave me a shirt, a free Desaster shirt. It was really cool of him. Really cool guy anyway, this Tormentor. But check out Metal Inquisitor, that's what this is about. You know, they just have a new album out. Metal Inquisitor, very good. Then we're going to Brazil, a band that have been, I think it's only 2 band members right now in the band. But this band have been going for a long time. You know, and we are talking about Power from Hell. You know, this is a band from Brazil. They just show one of their albums, you see, but they have quite a few albums out, and it's like speed black metal. If you like Venom, Warfare, you know, they're all influenced about those bands, you know. And they also have an effect on their voice, you know. The vocalist has this echo effect that a lot of bands have, you know, like Obscure had it too, or Children of Technology, or Evil Angel. I'm just checking some of the bands, I wrote it down, that have this echo. We don't have to forget it. But Power from Hell, of course, they got the name from the Onslaught album. But check out Power from Hell. I mean, they should be a lot bigger than they are. You know, the only people from the really from the underground know them. A bigger band, but from the USA, but still nobody talks about them practically. And I have all the records. We talk about SATHANAS. You know, they're from the US, and it's like, yeah, it's blacking thrash metal, I would call it. You know, it's like, this one is from 2001. I'm just showing one out of each of these bands, because I want you to check out the band, you know, not the record especially. And I'm not showing their best albums, just check out the band, SATHANAS. Very, very cool band, you know, very, you know, they should have been a lot bigger by now, because they've been going on for years and years and years and years. I love them, I really like them. And then a band, the 5th band, that doesn't exist anymore, but you should all get this album, plus also their mini and their demo if you can get it. We talk about, again, about a Spanish band, and this band is Leather Heart, with the album Comeback. Great melodic heavy metal, hard and heavy, really great. There's a great cover song on here by yeah, I thought it was on here, maybe it's on the CD version. No, Black Sabbath. I think it's Restless by Black Sabbath. Stupid of me now. I don't. Maybe it's just on the CD. I'll check the CD, I think. Anyway, I'm a little bit. I know it was stupid, of course, but anyway, this is just a great heavy metal album. Great vocalist. Live, they were amazing. You know, I saw these guys a couple of times live, and they were amazing. But they left it. They're not playing anymore. But this is a must-have. One of the best heavy metal albums made in the last 5 years. This came out in 2016. Okay, check out all what I show, please. These are great bands. And stay metal, everybody.